What is up, guys? It's your friendly neighbor Luka, and I am your solo host for today's stream. I am here surrounded by a bunch of Arkies. I feel like I'm in Arkie heaven. Okay, but we have a really special stream today. It's called the Summon Up. Okay, we're going to be talking about the E7WC qualifiers, specifically the global server matches, and I am here today with some very special guests. We have Canna and Light E7, and you've probably seen them around, but just in case you guys are new to the stream, we'll have them introduce themselves real quickly, okay? So if Canna, you can go first.
Hello. Oh, oh, hi guys. Hi. Don't mind the stuff behind here. Hello. I'm one of the E7 World Championship casters. I stream. I play E7. I don't only cleave. I am a very knowledgeable E7 player. And hello. Thanks for having me on.
And then Light, if you could introduce yourself.
Oh, hi. I'm Light. I'm also an E7 streamer, and I played in World Cup if you remember me, but I first round exited.
It's okay, you're in it, that's what matters. But anyways, so today we're just going to be talking about the E7WC and the global qualifying matches. If you guys in chat haven't had a chance to watch it live or the VODs, there are going to be some spoilers. So unfortunately, if you don't want to be spoiled, you might want to close your ears for a little bit. But if not, we're going to be talking about how some of the people who qualified include Jinte, Wanpi, AB, Kukurbat, Magic Chi, Ozakir, Yunduan, and Stress. And the two people moving on to the main matches from Global are Jinte and Yunduan. And I know Yunduan is sort of like the dark horse of the tournament. Not many people really know who he was. He just came out of nowhere. And okay, to start things off, we're going to be talking about the matches. And I want to ask you guys, which matches were your favorite and which was the most surprising? Because for me, my favorite was actually Jinte versus Wanpi. Okay, I know they were talking about how Wanpi is kind of known for his Destina play, and I was really sad that we couldn't see it because Jinte just automatically banned it. Okay, and from that match, it was really cool seeing how Wanpi's Assassin Koli ended up getting picked. I had a clip ready for you guys if we could get that going. If I can get a thumbs up or a thumbs down from back end really quick.
Beyond's dead.
Oh, okay. So basically what had happened there is just them talking about how his Assassin Koli had a 90% win rate in his... He picked it a lot of times and had a 90% win rate. Unfortunately, he did end up losing that match and then losing the whole matches. Oh, okay, we got the thumbs up. I really want to show you guys that clip. So we're gonna play.
I can't believe that outsped, but the Amelia even was 1% faster as well. Oh, and Shu?
Oh my god.
Okay, just
goodbye.
There's no chance. Just absolutely.
Okay, that wasn't the clip, but it's okay. But it's okay. Unfortunately, I would have really wanted to see a game 3 between Jinte and Wanpi, but unfortunately, that wasn't it. But the most surprising match for me was actually between Magic Chi and Ozakir. Okay, their matches were really close. It was 1-1. It was the third match, and it was such a close match. And we won't know who would have actually won because Magic Chi ended up actually DCing and having to forfeit the match. So those are my favorite and most surprising. What about for you guys?
Light.
What? Wait, me first?
Yeah.
My favorite match?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the
It was
global
it was
qualifiers.
definitely Yuntuan versus Strez.
Uh-huh.
Like that like I don't know, I was just so impressed that Strez, he just like he just played like an animal. Like he just tried to cleave him and race him every single game. Like he really stuck to like his guns, right? Like that was inspiring. Even though he lost horribly, it was pretty inspiring. Like that's a real cleaver.
Dang,
I'm
as
a
a true
huge fan
Cleaver
now.
player yourself, huh, Light?
Yes, yes.
Mad respect.
So it's funny because maybe I should have gone first. I was okay, not to
Wow,
ride
you're gonna
on your
copy
tails
him,
or
huh?
anything, but I was gonna say that my favorite match was also Yunvan versus Stress, but for a different reason because it kind of showed, I guess, how respectful and how despite how strong people say Cleve is, if you're not prepared, you can kind of just get clapped, right? Although obviously it was a very respectable try from Strez, I think when it's very clear that anti-cleave kills cleave and people still try to cleave into anti-cleave, and it showed how strong anti-cleave is, I thought for me that was my maybe I resonated a little bit with it. Maybe it reminded me of dying to all those Dilibit, Sage Balls, FCCs, all that. But I thought for me that was like the best display of like, hey, look, like you can't disrespect me. Like these units work, and it was just like a very well thought out, like I kill your cleave, like 1+1=2 kind of draft. And that was my favorite.
This is just the Cleve propaganda. Bringing on Cleve players, trying to just prove the Cleve propaganda, trying to get people to play Cleve. And okay, I know the clip's messed up maybe once or twice, but we're going to give it one more try. Okay, one more try for you guys. Hopefully the sound is there. Okay, and you guys will be able to hear, because in the clip, the important part is kind of the sound that's playing in it. So let's try it one more time.
90% win rate, guys.
90%. That means when he picks this, he knows he's gonna win.
Yeah, 76 picks.
Oh wait, there's probably sound for
This
that.
is really interesting. I don't know how this is gonna go at all. She does get the first turn, just barely by 1%.
Assassin
and he gets the
Collie.
soul burn.
Never mind. I
Immediately
forgot
gonna take out that Amelia by a lot.
Oh my
So beyond dead.
And yes, that was the clip I want to show you guys. Also, Xander, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream, but welcome in everyone from Xander's stream. Okay. And so we're just gonna move right along. Okay. And so the players that, went into the matches, I know, Canna, you said you were really familiar with the players in the global server, and I'm sure you're also very familiar with these players as well. And so what were your guys' initial thoughts going into the matches, and then your thoughts when we had our final two players from global server? You guys can
I
give it
thought
a little bit of thought.
a lot of the matches played out generally how I thought they would have. I think a few minus like a few matches that I thought were like kind of weird. Like I think Yesen was probably most likely supposed to make it out of his bracket. Like Jinte made it out, and Ozakir kind of slapping through like the whole bracket basically was kind of surprising. I thought he might have like made it like a little far, but I didn't think he was gonna make it all the way into or nearly as far as I thought he did. But I did think that generally speaking, everyone played about as well as I thought that they would have. I don't think anyone performed like particularly poorly or anything like that. I thought maybe Strez would have gone a little further too, because I thought he might like, try to play some more like cleave or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. Like I the one thing I will say about his performance, so I thought that Ozakir was probably one of the cleanest players that we saw throughout the entire global bracket. Minus I'd probably say like maybe his last set. Like aside from that set, I think he basically had like a full clean series across all the games.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Light?
For the top bracket, I thought it was pretty fair between like do I have to call them by their but between like Jinte, AB, and Yesin.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're all I think they're pretty even, all of them. But the bottom bracket was kind of disappointing.
Oh,
Like
why?
I was hyping up like Yeonju and all that, and like I was
Mm-hmm.
hyping up myself, but then I first round exited. So yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
could have been anyone
Mm-hmm.
bottom, I think.
Um, I know during the broadcast, you guys were saying how Yundon is a player that kind of came out of nowhere. And so, what are your thoughts that he ended up being the second person making it out for global? Like, did you think like it would be someone else over him for like the bottom bracket?
I think at the start of the tournament, I definitely didn't think that he was going to win or go nearly as far as he did. But then after I started seeing how he played, I don't know if Light specifically like saw all of his matches, but like as the matches and as the night kind of went on, I realized, and I think like something that a lot of people realize from this tournament is that like the more flexible of a player you are, like obviously like the better off you're probably going to be. And at first, I didn't think that Yundwan was really that, but then I think across his series, he played cleave, he played standard, he played aggro, and I mean, you know, if you're able to play all the different play styles and adapt to your opponent, I mean, I think especially when he was fighting, I think it was the Ozakir match. I just thought that in general, like his ability to be as adaptable and as flexible as he was kind of made me think like, yeah, well, actually, if I'd known that he had played that from the beginning and he was so flexible, like I definitely think I would have hedged my bets more on him, because some of the other players in the bottom bracket really actually weren't as flexible as he was, right? Like no cleave, I think, from virtually anyone else except for Strez, if I recall, and then all the other players just played standard, right, with like virtually no aggro at all.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on Yundon, Light?
So the only thing I knew about him was that he played in like the last season World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But after I watched him play, I realized he was really good. Like he completely adapted like the same meta that was in like the Asia World Cup bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the best way to play right now. Like he had really high priority on A Ravi, Dien, Steny, and all that. And like he had like the Ran option too.
He was just kind of
And
able to play it all.
yeah, so I think he was just really good because like he adapted to the meta completely.
Kind of like a jack of all trades. And in
Mhm.
this case, it really worked well for him compared to kind of the other players who had their own specific comps that they really like to play, right?
Mhm.
So, you know, speaking of being able to adapt to the meta and, you know, the different drafts, were there any particular drafts or, you know, picks that kind of stood out to you guys? Because I know, like, Yulha ended up seeing some gameplay, and Strays saw gameplay, and, you know, Shu ended up being picked quite a few times during these matches. And it was actually really surprising how I think during, at least in the global server matches, Rimuru was only picked once. So that was really interesting. Also, a lot of people in chat were asking, what's Yesin mean? If you guys can explain that first.
Like,
The chats are asking.
I don't
He told me that Yesen is a play on his IGN Sook. I don't know how.
yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you say Yesin, it means his IGN.
Yeah.
Sook.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you're asking about like the picks I think people weren't super familiar with, or like picks that you thought were like kind of unexpected. I thought A. Coli was actually, I know you brought it up in the clip,
Yeah.
but I actually thought that was like a really good, or I thought that was like a really interesting idea. I've lost a number of times to like a protect the Assassin Collie comp, and people kind of underestimate how much damage she does and how annoying it is to basically hit someone that always goes back into stealth after the end of each turn, and also silences right at the end of every single or like at with her skill 3. And in that match, it was unfortunate because it really felt like he had the win over, I think it was Jinte, right, that he fought against. And it's just unfortunate. I think someone dual attacked into the Spectre's Tenebria, and that was like the only reason that he actually lost, if I recall.
He got unstealth.
I thought something was
like
going to happen where like he could have entered back in, or he would have been fine. I don't remember what knocked him out, but I think from the match he was going to enter back in, but yeah.
How about you, Light? Did you feel like there were any picks where you're like, I haven't seen that before, or that's a pretty interesting pick?
I think the most ridiculous thing in Isan was AB versus Jinte in game 2, where Jinte outsped his 290 Fairy Tale Tenebria with both Closer Charles and Amelia. That is like that would never ever happen. Like in a normal game.
I don't know what to say about that.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, that I think the series between AB and Jinte left a lot of people with a lot to, or I guess I should say there's a lot left to be desired from that match.
It made me lose hope in E7.
The thing is, right, like the two of those players were probably what people consider to be like not like shoo-ins, but a lot of them probably thought that if they were able to make it out of the global bracket, they both probably would. Unfortunately, they had to play each other to get out. But I think that between, as Light said earlier, between Yesin, AB, and Jinte, all of them really could have made it out of the bracket. And it's just unfortunate too, because it wasn't as though like AB had like lost to like a weird dual attack or something. He just got outsped basically like twice, right? And he kind of just got wrapped up and died, which is not really what you want to see from like the highest level of play, because there wasn't that much thought into it. You know what I mean? Like it's just okay.
It was just hard gear gap.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Jinte versus the AB match, the next question I wanted to ask you guys is, was there any very specific moments, not just like matches, but like very specific moments in any of the games where it was like super memorable, like really etched in your memory? Because for me, there was like 2 distinct moments, okay? And they both involved Shu. Okay, Shu doing some very unexpected things. And the first one, I have clips for you guys, okay? The first one is when Jinte was going against AB, and AB's Hwayoung attacks Jinte's Arabi, and so Jinte's Shu ends up countering and then S2ing. And it was pretty spectacular actually to see it happen. But if we can play that clip for you guys, the Jinte versus AB clip from back end.
Charles, I can't believe outsped, but the Amelia even was 1% faster as well. Oh, and Shu?
Oh my god.
Okay, just
goodbye.
Oh yeah.
There's no chance, just absolutely no way.
Oh.
That
was a very feels bad. But also, you know, maybe Hwayoung should have just been a little bit more careful, you know, and not proc the counter. And the second one, also pretty similar. Okay, it's a pretty similar clip, but this was when Jinx versus Ozakir, and then Ozakir's Shu ends up taking down Jinx's Hwayoung as well. And if we could play that clip really fast.
Your Apox S3 is still up, and the Meteor Karak is still waiting.
It's still there.
Yeah, and you know, Shu still has the potential to pop.
Oh,
Shit, that was a
Oh
little
my
quick.
God.
And it
God.
Yeah, someone is saying, you know, water beats fire. Yes, but we all like to see it happen when, you know, when Ohayon goes down, right? Because she's pretty strong. And so just seeing Shu get picked, right? Shu kind of, in a way, kind of came out and just really showed and strutted her stuff. It was pretty awesome to see. And honestly, seeing a lot of units that you don't generally see every day being picked, it was pretty cool. So, were there any moments for you guys that you're like, ooh, I'm gonna remember this one?
I think the matches that kind of like obviously Shu kind of like ran a train on everyone, which is a little unfortunate because I don't think people usually enjoy watching so much RNG or seeing so much RNG. It felt like a little more a little more crazy than, you know, something like a I don't know, like an Archdemon Shadow or an Archdemon Mercedes kind of popping off. But I think the ones that really, I mean, I mentioned before, like the Assassin Collie thing, I think stood out really wildly or like very vividly in my memory. The other one was, I think, the S1, or the S1 that could have been with Ozakir in his match, because it looked like he really could have won one of those or like his second or last match or something. I believe against Yunduan. I think that's who he fought against. Like I think he had it and it was so close. Like I remember like in the heat of the moment I was like, oh, but no, it's okay. Like either he'll cut or he'll do something. And if you had just like it was so close and it was a heartbreaker because like even, you know, for as unbiased as I was, like deep down in my heart I was like, oh my god, you know, Ozakir's been playing like damn near perfect like in the entire tournament, drafting well and like pretty much just sticking to his guns, and I was really excited to see if he could have done it, but it was unfortunate it didn't happen. The other one was I don't remember what match it was, but it was when I think there was like a Fairy Tale Tenebria that like S3'd against a Shu, and then the Shu almost one shot the Fairy Tale on impact of the S3. Yeah. That would that wouldn't have been very fun. But anyways, yeah, those were the moments that stood out for me.
I know in chat you guys are like, I don't think Canna knows what that means, but also I don't know, I'm not too sure what that means either.
Guys, behave. Relax, guys. Huh? Relax.
How about for you? Like, were there any moments where you're like, I'm gonna remember this. This is gonna be just really etched into my brain. I cannot forget this. It is in there. Kind of moment.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so my memorable moment. Okay, I have two, but one of them wasn't a game. My most memorable moment ESO World Cup was the Cucurbat face reveal. I was like, I was like blown away. I was like, what is this absolute unit doing playing E7? Holy moly! It was like inspiring. Like I want to go hit the gym now.
You know he streams, right?
Yeah, but like on stream, like you don't notice like how massive he is. But oh my god, that angle, that angle, that was inspiring.
Oh my!
But besides that, I think the only other memorable part of E7 besides like Jintei and stuff, I think it was Rikazu versus Yuntuan in one of the games. Like Rikazu, he had like he was playing like a Meteor Quick, right? And like I think he misplayed 2 times in a row.
That's what I was talking about.
By not pressing his like Emo Quick skill 1.
Oh no!
And like people meme that like Meteor Quick is actually an insanely hard unit to play because like he has 3 super strong buttons, and like you can easily just press the wrong one and lose because of it, which he did twice. It was pretty funny.
Dang,
funny for
very
who?
memorable. Someone in chat's like, he does pull-ups with one arm and plays E7 with the other for Cucurbat, I'm assuming. But imagine just you're working out and you're also playing E7 at the same time. What would you do if you saw someone at the gym and you just see them playing Epic 7? What would you guys think? Like,
Kat, would you approach someone in the gym if you saw them? Like, if you
Playing
saw someone
Epic 7?
outside playing E7, would you approach them?
No, man, that's weird.
Wait, they're playing E7. You're not gonna be like, hey man, like, you enjoy this game? Like, wow, dude, I enjoy this game too. What's up? How you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
I mean, if they play E7, they probably know who I am, and that would make it even weirder.
so you think you would get recognized?
Yes,
Dang.
by the voice, probably.
maybe you're using, a voice changer right now. No one can know that, right?
True.
But I feel like if I saw someone in the wild playing Epic 7, I would say, cool game. 'Cause, okay, I have had a moment. I was going to the doctor's for a doctor's appointment, and I was playing. I was running Hunt Buff on my phone because it was like a buff weekend, and then the nurse. He was like a really tall buff dude was behind me, and he sees me with my waifus playing in the background, and he's like, "Oh, what game is that?" And I told him, "Oh, it's a game called Epic 7." He's like, "Wow, that's so cool." He looks like a man, maybe in his like mid-40s. Okay, he's like sees my waifus, and he's just like, "Wow, that looks such a cool game." And I was like, "You've got some good taste." A boomer week. Honestly, I feel like I am also gonna be one of those people when I get old. I'm gonna see, the young kids, and they're gonna be playing some really cool games. And if it has anime in it, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what is that? Can you tell me what that is?" And they're just gonna be like, "What is this old person talking to me?" But anyways, yeah. If I were to see anyone playing E7 in the wild, I would definitely say hello. Just see what they're up to. I farm hunts while I'm on the elliptical. Smart. Okay, moving right on. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Just like talking about Epic 7 in the wild is always really fun. So speaking about Epic 7 WC as a whole, right? We have our 8 players. We have Damdan, Hui, DYR, Tosaka Karen, Gente, Yunduan, Yul, and Phantom. Moving on to the main matches. And who do you think will make it to the finals? And who do you think has the possibility of just winning it all? Bringing home the bread. Just making that bag. Like, who do you think is going to win? You guys can give it a little bit of a thought. Just think about it. Okay. I'm 36, and my son and daughter have their own accounts on their tablets.
I think it's going to be DYR Jinte finals, and I think DYR might take it.
Okay.
I don't. It would be close. It's like a 55-45 kind of thing. I don't think. I think both of them could beat each other.
55 leaning towards who though? Speak with your heart. With your heart.
I think DYR. I don't know. I was really impressed. With his gear, like when I fought him last time, and I was really impressed with his play too. I think it could be really close though. Like I don't think December's gear is any slouch, or I don't think he's a slouch in terms of gear either. But I think DYR probably played the best out of everyone that was in Asia. And I also thought that Jinte played the best. And Jinte obviously has like really, really impressive gear. He's a really good player. So I think it's definitely going to be the two of them, I think, in the finals, unless if something crazy happens, some like speed RNG, some dual attacks. But yeah, definitely those two, I think.
Okay, Light. What about you? Give me a thought.
Okay, as much as I want to believe in my boy Yule, also known as ELPGP, I think I'm a big fan of December too. I think he's gonna win, and like, so leading up to the ESO World Cup, I was studying like the Asia bracket a lot. Like I was rewatching that VOD for like an hour or two every day. I feel like December really stood out more than anyone. I was a huge fan of his play, and I don't know, Jinte is like everyone's like fan favorite, right? But
Uh-huh.
after watching him choke a little bit against Winter Wish, I'm a little shaky about cheering for Jintei. But maybe I don't know. Maybe he'll prove me wrong.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing in chat, they're saying I'm seeing a lot of Jinteis, a lot of DYR. So we got some, pretty big fans in the chat. And okay, like what would you say is like, how Canna is, 55, 45. Do you also have sort of like I'm leaning more towards, one player over another? Or it's kind of like, no, I have my favorites and I'm sticking by them, sort of thing.
Honestly, I mean,
Careful.
You give it a little bit of thought, just
if it's like December versus Jintei, I'm like, I say like 70-30.
Oh, 70-30.
Whoa, he's speaking from the heart. He's
Or
like,
Jintei gets knocked out by like Yoon's one or something, because that guy is really good too. Or Tosaka Rin, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I I think my top three are like December, Tosaka Rin, and Yoon's one. I don't know about Jintei. I don't know. That Winter Wish game really shook me up. I don't think I can trust Jintei.
that one game and like
Like, it wasn't the one game. It was like two games were
the
pretty
two
sketchy.
games. Kana, what are your thoughts on Tosaka Rin?
I'm getting fished. I'm not answering this question. I'm getting fished. That's not a legitimate answer. That's not a legitimate question. I know this derp guy. He's fishing. He's fishing for an answer. He's not. Okay. No.
Fishing for
Kana
what?
says he's going to refrain.
Do you know who Tosaka Rin is, Kat? Like, you
Yeah.
know his name, but like, do you know what his like frame and what he looks like?
Yeah,
Or-
he beats me down on the regular. Like, he's
Oh,
faster than me. He drafts better than me. He's like,
You're no shot. Are you? Okay. The context for this is that when after I got my one frame Andy, we had a little bit of a rating stream for the people that ended Legend, and Tosaka Rin was someone that contributed greatly to me ending Legend because he may or may not, I don't know, have
don't you
not
mean
played
Wind
well. No, I didn't even know. Actually, against Tosaka Rin, those aren't even the matches where I was asking for advice. Those games were kind of a.
It's a different format though. Like, ladder is different from this World Cup play.
Yeah, but really, that only should have been for like one game, sort of, right? I guess you get one extra ban, so it makes it a little different. But
Also,
I was just saying.
I also feel like the meta was not as defined at the end of the season. I felt like it solidified, that the meta more solidified after the Asia World Cup, because like everyone was taught how to play in the Asia World Cup.
I guess so. But what Durf was trying to do is get me to say some mean things about Tosaka Rin. But no, he's changed, right? Obviously, he's learned, right? Ladder isn't everything. He did fine. He actually, I think he ended fourth. But anyways, like he did what he had to do, and that's all. Good.
You realize this Tosaka Rin guy was like third place in the last ESL World Cup, right?
Yeah, I remember this guy's name.
I'm not gonna say much. I'm not gonna, again, like, he learned, and it's totally fine. All I'm gonna say is I might have been double digits, like, to 0 against him. I'm just saying.
Okay,
just saying.
Just saying. If you talk smack, you don't get whacked. Like,
Yeah.
Canna, the ladder doesn't matter as much as you think.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it didn't
Weird
matter.
flex.
Hey, you want to blame someone? Blame this Dirk the Jag guy. Okay, don't. I'm free. I said, well
Okay.
done, Tosaka Rin.
I
Congrats.
actually blame Wind Demon for the monster he created, but anyway.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Anyway, so I want to play a fun little game with everyone. Okay? So we're going to be making one logical prediction of what we think is going to happen either during like the main matches or during finals overall, and then make one really bold, sort of just out of their prediction. Okay, so me, Kana, and Light will all be making one logical prediction, okay, and one really kind of bold out of their prediction. And then Canna and Light will choose one person each from chat, from you guys, okay? You guys can also make a really bold prediction, like a really bold prediction. I will be choosing 2 people from YouTube, okay? And what I'll be doing is I will be writing these down on a Post-it note. If you guys watch the NBAs, you have probably seen this before. We're gonna be doing something similar, except, okay, for chat, for people in chat that get picked. And if your prediction ends up coming true during either the main matches or during finals, you guys, up to 4 people, if it's all correct, will win an Archie plushie, okay? And the caveat is, well, for when you guys are picking Canna and Light, you have to choose people who are really making like really bold predictions, okay? It's for an Archie plushie. So, first, chat, think about it a little bit, okay? Think about it for a little while me, Canna, and Light will be making our predictions, okay? And I will, for now, I'll put it behind me, okay? So, for me, my logical one is I think that I'm gonna go with Yoondoan, okay? I'm gonna say Yoondoan is gonna win it all for just coming out like a dark horse and just making it all the way, okay? He's gonna win. Will win E7WC. And my super bold prediction is the winning play, the E7WC winning play is going to be you know what? It's going to be a Shu doing a counter and then S2ing after. Okay, that's going to be what wins E7WC. Okay, that is my bold prediction. Okay, so Shu wins E7WC with a counter, then S2. Okay, those are my predictions. Okay, Canna, you want to go next?
Okay, I think my logical prediction is going to be that DYR wins it all.
Okay.
And I think my bold prediction is that I don't know if they exactly play in the bracket. I actually haven't looked exactly at it. But I think Yule is going to speed RNG his way to the finals.
Yule speed RNG to finals.
Yeah. I think he's going to do it several times too. I think he's going to speed RNG and outspeed and it's going to be really bad. But I think it's going to happen.
Several times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Light, now that you're the last person to go, you've had some time to think about it.
I mean, I'm gonna stick to it. I think December is gonna win.
Okay.
For my logical prediction, but for my bold prediction,
yeah,
I predict Jinte first round out.
Okay. Jinte first round out.
Just say you don't believe in him, man. Just say you don't believe in him, man.
I mean, of course I do. That's why it's my bold prediction. There's no way it's gonna happen. There's no way Jinte is first round out. That's why it's my bold prediction.
Okay. So now, chat. Canna and Light will be choosing from Twitch, one each. Okay? And it's gonna be a bold prediction. Okay, it's gotta be a bold one. And then if it comes true, you will win an Arky plush. I'll be choosing from YouTube chat. Okay, so YouTube chat, if you wanna make your predictions, and then Canna and Light, if you see one that you like, okay, just say it out loud and the person's name. Okay?
You said bold prediction first or logical?
No. They only get the bold one.
Bold, okay.
Yeah, chat only gets bold. Okay?
Bold prediction. Guys, the more ridiculous the prediction, the more likely we'll take it.
Sharoon wins the final match. I see that, okay? Also, if you're in YouTube chat, it's kind of hard to be able to contact you guys. So unknown character 14, if you have Discord, if you could please message me on Discord, so that way, if your prediction does come true, I can be able to tell you you won your Arky plush, okay? Wins final match.
I like some of these. Some of these are really good takes. Some of these are really funny takes.
Okay.
Kat, you want to... Light, do you want to go first?
Chat is too fast for my boomer eyes. I'm still reading.
Okay. YouTube, I'm still looking for one more for YouTube. I want it to be something bold, you know, like Sharoon winning the final match. Bold. Okay. Green Charles. Gente to win, Stenny 5% to win. See, the Gente to win, that's not necessarily bold.
Some people are pandering and saying some takes that definitely won't happen, but are trying to get on my good side.
Ooh, I like it. Mediator, Kowaric, and Sage Vivian power couple win in the finals. I like that. That one.
I would eat my socks if I saw Sage Vivian win a game in the finals. I don't think that's happening.
Stufano. Please message me on Discord, okay? Mediator. Kowaric.
Okay, I like this one. Derp the Jag.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on.
Fairy Tale Tenebria lands 1 out of 8 debuffs.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Vivian. Power. Couple. Win. Finals. Okay. See? Bold. And then, I don't like that one. F10A only landing 1 out of 8 debuffs? How can you do my girl dirty like that? You said derp, right? Derp? F10A
yes.
landing.
Oh, you know what? I was waiting for one of these. Okay, I'll take TVV. Rem doesn't counter on any AoE. I'm waiting. I'll take it.
Wait, who was it? What was the name?
Rem doesn't counter on any AoE.
No, the name.
Yep.
Who? What's their name? Their.
Oh, TVV. TEEVIVI.
Okay. Rem doesn't counter on AoE.
Yeah, on any AoE. Doesn't counter on any AoE.
Any.
Yeah.
Okay. So if TVV and Derp, if you guys can please message. I mean, you guys can actually just message on the on Twitch or on Discord. Discord would help me keep track of everything. But if anything, just at least message me on Twitch, just so I don't forget. Okay, we've got our predictions. Okay, Rem XE EXE has stopped working. Oh man. We see another. Oh, I wish I saw that one earlier. Another Mighty Mouse. That would have been so. Oh, that would have been a good one too. But yeah. Okay. Well, that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, Canna and Light. If you guys want to, drop down your socials and let everyone know, your guys' Twitch, your Twitter if you have one, let them know everything.
I stream every day at around 3 p.m. EST now, and I go until like 8:30, like 7, 8 o'clock.
Ooh.
I play I play mostly E7, but I also play some good RTA and do a little people talking, a little scammy whammy. You know what I mean? You can find me on twitch.tv/Canna with 4 A's at the end, and that's the same pretty much for all the socials I have. And yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Light, if you want to drop your socials.
I stream almost every day at twitch.tv light_E7. EU friendly hours.
EU
It's
friendly.
like 8 hours, like 8 hours like earlier from now. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that's
if
it.
for Twitch chat, if you guys have someone we can raid, let me know whether that's someone bigger or smaller. Let's give them a nice little raid. That's Light in the thumbnail. I thought it was Jenna. Yeah, it was a surprise guest that we had. Okay. EU-friendly Pog. But anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let's see. You guys need to help me out. I don't have anyone to tell me who to raid. Jenna, is Jenna on? Jenna's not on. Pantry? Raid Pantry?
Do you guys want a new or a new stream or like someone that's just streaming live?
New stream?
Maybe
a new streamer?
What do you think?
I don't know. Chat really wants Pantry.
Pantry?
Right. The new Chat. Who do you guys want? They're saying Pantry. Okay. Rate a non-E7 stream so you introduce per play. I don't know if that's how that works, guys. Okay, the chat has spoken. We are going to be rating Panshui. Panshui. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I will see you guys in next week's stream. Thank you so much for having me. I will see you guys. Bye-bye.